Hey, we've got a countdown for you, my friends. April 8th, 2024, total eclipse of the sun, says our
scientists. Total solar eclipse, and I'm pretty excited about that. I saw the last one in 2017. I had to go to Southern Illinois, and I don't know if you know this, but it was like 7 hours getting home. It was bumper to bumper to 7 hours. So whether you like the eclipse or not, be ready for total traffic.
Now, was it total darkness?
Yes, it was.
Where you were?
Yeah.
I was at the top of Pikes Peak, and everybody had this, but it wasn't darkness. So,
no.
But what we hear is next year, Indianapolis is a spot to see it.
We're in the path of totality. This one's going to start up in basically Canada, and the umbra, the shadow, is going to come right through Bloomington, but we'll be able to see it here. It'll last for like 3 minutes. And of course, you should not look at the sun any day because it will burn your eyes. But there'll be lots of opportunities to get special glasses and such. But it's an opportunity to learn about space. Now, I always tell everyone, we need to learn about space, but we can't comprehend it. There's 3 reasons why we can't comprehend space. It's too big, it's too old, and it's too far away. For example, here, this is the sun, right? And see that dot right there?
Yeah.
That's the Earth compared to the sun.
Oh, my God.
In fact, that dot right there. And a better way to show that to kids is, Randy, help me with this guy right here. This is a model of the sun. This is 6 feet in diameter, right?
Yeah.
Here's the size of the sun and the Earth. See that marble right there?
Wow.
Now,
it's a little bit bigger than the Earth.
Yeah, it's like, if we talk about the solar system, it's 99.9% of all the mass in the solar system is the sun. Now, interesting.
But this is the driving force, too, of weather and everything.
Weather,
the whole
protection.
universe.
Without this, we would be dead.
Yes.
With it, we could be dead.
It gives you such perspective on life. That's kind of fascinating.
And the funny thing about eclipses, this is the only place in the solar system you can see the eclipse because the Earth and the moon are at the right distances to have an eclipse. Nowhere else can you see that.
And it only happens how often?
It happens about once a year somewhere in the world.
So will it be totally dark here when we have the total eclipse?
There'll be a totality for about 2 or 3 minutes.
In Indiana?
In Indiana.
Okay.
Now, it might be a cloudy day. So
I'm worried about that.
When I was down in SIU watching it, 2 miles away was clouds. We saw it. It was amazing. So, people have been studying for many, many years the solar system. And in the 1500s, Copernicus changed what we know about science and made it the heliocentric model. Helio meaning sun. And so this is an orrery named after the 4th Earl of Orrery in England, Charles Boyle. And as you see, as the moon comes around, and right about there, you can see a shadow on the Earth.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so this is basically a mechanical planetarium. It's a fun
That's
thing.
a great model. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
It's called an orrery. Here's another model for the. You might wonder, how can something so small blot out something so big? There's an easy way to do it. This is small, right? But look, when I do this, look how big this gets.
Yep.
And so the closer you are to something,
the bigger the shadow.
The bigger the shadow, the bigger it appears. But this is the right model for size. The moon, the Earth. But really, if you grab, I don't know if we can do this, but the moon, if you're the moon right here with this guy.
I'll be the moon.
You were the sun. Yeah, you're the moon.
I don't know how far you can get away, but
I don't go real far.
About 12 meters farther. That's why it took the Apollo astronauts 3 days to get to the moon. So imagine 3 times the distance here. And since we have Artemis coming pretty soon, where they're going to go back to the moon.
Yeah, they're going back.
They're going back, and that's going to be so cool. So that is rotation and revolution. I'll tell you, the eclipse is going to be so much fun because it's going to get people excited about science.
Yeah, I think we have a map of that, of the path that the eclipse will be for totality, right?
That's the path of totality. That's this one. And if you notice, see how they crisscross? I went to about 2 miles outside of Carbondale and took a picture of a spot on the ground. Now, it's only significant to science nerds.
Yeah, I agree. I'm one of them.
Of which we all are.
Yeah. But that is, I'm going to tell you, even if you're not a science fan,
it's still fascinating.
You're going to be affected because literally people from all the states are going to drive to Indianapolis, every hotel. We paid $1,200 for a rusty cabin with no screens and no beds.
Oh,
so
did you really?
It's going to be crazy, whether you want it or not. It's
I'm going to start renting my house out now. Get ready for this.
And to me, Scientist Rick, you always bring up, these are the moments that are happening that your kids are going to remember. My dad was a big science guy, and he took us to do everything, to all the science museums, and we did all the stuff and watched all the comet showers and everything, and I remember those.
It's too big, it's too old, and too far away, but it's coming here in
That's incredible.
1 year and 2 days.
That's incredible.
Hey, more information there, Rick. We're running out of time. The QR code right there beneath my hand, so I can get all the information you need.
Class is dismissed.